Testing 1 2. There we go. Now we got the microphone on. Welcome, Stadium Bank Field here in Southwest Fargo. A toasty 95 degrees at last check. I had a couple of reports that we cracked the 100 mark earlier today, but no official word on that. But just a couple things I've seen on social media. So hopefully you're staying cool today. And it looks like we'll have a little bit of white cotton on the net that you'll have to deal with, and we apologize for that. There's nothing we can do about it unless we can get a super crew out there in about 3 minutes to clear it all off. But like I said, we're just going to have to manage with that one today, and we apologize in advance. Certainly appreciate you tuning in, especially if you didn't want to make the trip from Jamestown. We totally understand that you want to stay cool. This is a one single game that will go 9 innings today. And that will be, and then the 10-run rule would go into effect after 7 innings if that situation should occur. Let's go over your starting lineups here. We'll start with Jamestown post 400, or post 14, excuse me, also known as the Eagles. Batting first will be the left fielder. As a matter of fact, I'm going to apologize in advance. I did not have a chance to double-check these name pronunciations, so hopefully I get most of them correct, and I will double-check them after. Looks like I got a little bit of assistance immediately. So let's just give it a crack and see what happens here. So batting first for Jamestown, the left fielder, Preston Krober. Preston Kraber, there we go. Batting first, he's the left fielder. Batting second will be your starting pitcher, number 15, Connor Hoyt. Batting third will be the catcher, Isaac Mimung. Batting fourth will be the designated hitter, number 55, Carson Orr. Batting fifth will be the first baseman, number 12, Devin Lee. Batting sixth will be the right fielder, Seth Weber, wearing number 19. Batting seventh will be number 28, Peyton Hochhalter, the shortstop. Batting eighth will be number 9, Mike Mahoney, and batting ninth will be number 4, Mac Leatherman, the second baseman. Mike Mahoney, by the way, is playing at third base. And then not batting and playing in center field is number 6, Jacob Schemp. That's for Jamestown Eagles, otherwise known as Post 14. Apparently we are down a camera here. 1 second. There we go. Now the camera's back. For Post 400, the Stars, batting first and playing shortstop will be Jake Bryant. Batting second and playing left field will be Ben Osley. Batting third and playing second base is Kobe Sen. Batting fourth and playing third base is Andy Mock. Batting fifth and your starting pitcher today is Miles Alschmid. And then batting sixth and playing at first is Ben Calise. Batting seventh and the catcher is Cooper Mattern. Batting eighth out in center field is Colton Almy. And batting ninth out in right field is Jackson Bellerud. A couple of other players on the roster, Jackson Schurseth and Truman Weremeyer, extra players there for the Stars. Jackson Walters will be an extra player for Jamestown. We might see him get some action in this game as the umpires meet with the two coaches at home plate, exchange lineups, all that good stuff as we get ready here for the opening announcements. We'll take a timeout, come back here as we get a little bit closer to first pitch right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Download Game Time today.
Three Lions Pub is now back to full menus, open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly servers about the daily drink and food specials. Three Lions Pub is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions Pub in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing this summer on Magnitude Sports.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set stealing a serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back here to Starion Bank Field here in southwest Fargo. Current temperature right now is sunny and 93 degrees. We do have a chance of rain to cool it down. Says that we have a 90% chance of rain, but that won't happen until at least 9 o'clock, and I'm guessing that we'll be out of here by then. So that'll work out just fine as far as this baseball game is concerned. Once again, it's a 9-inning game as we get ready to kick off the top half of the first inning here.
First pitch at 5:34 p.m. At 5:34, game time temperature 94 degrees.
So 2 quick strikes here to Preston Kraber, who is the leadoff batter here for Jamestown. 5:34, time of the first pitch. That one will fire off to the right side of the batter's box for a ball, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Miles Allschmidt, once again, is your starting pitcher here for Post 400. On the mound, right behind the plate, catching is Cooper Mattern. As that pitch will float, just missed the outside edge of the plate, and a full count at 3-2. Around the bases, you got Ben Calise at first. Colby Sen at second. Jake Bryant, the shortstop. Andy Mock is at third. And that one is heading out towards first base, and it was a line drive catch for the out.
Batting second, number 15, the pitcher Connor Hoyt.
So I'll bring up Connor Hoyt with one away now. In the outfield for the Stars, as the pitch comes in for a ball, 1-0. Ben Osley's in left, Jackson Bellerud in right, and Colton Almy in center field. And that'll be lined on the ground right into shallow center field. That'll be good for a single there for Connor Hoyt, and that brings up Isaac Mimong. I think I got that right from memory.
Batting third, number 8, the catcher Isaac Mimong.
So runner on, and Isaac Mimong steps up to the plate. These two teams played earlier this season. Matter of fact, on the first opening day of the season in Jamestown, it was a doubleheader. I believe, if memory serves me correctly, the Stars swept Jamestown in that doubleheader. I don't have the final scores in front of me. So that pitch comes across for a ball, and it's 1-0 now to Cooper Mattern. Broadcast coverage brought to you today by Three Lions Pub, as well as Farmers Union Insurance, Banner Buzz, and Giant Seeds, and Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union. Certainly appreciate their support this summer as the regular season winding down here. Got about, as of right now, maybe about 4 or 5 days remaining before tournaments start. So that one's fouled away for a strike. Next week, the Stars will have West Fargo, and they will have Bismarck in a couple of doubleheaders, and then that'll wrap up the regular season for Post 400. Astros have Kindred here at Starry and Bank Field tomorrow. That will be the wrap-up of the regular season for the Astros. The Comets wrapped up their regular season 2 days ago against Wahpeton. Pick-off attempt over to first there to try and pick off Hoyt. Unsuccessful as Hoyt gets back in time. As the wind starts to pick up, you can kind of see in the upper right corner of your screen there, the flag is just going opposite direction of the field there. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one comes in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Or 1-2, excuse me. 95 degrees, 94 degrees, depending on which weather forecast app you look at. That's the current temperature here. Hope you've been staying cool today, getting some extra bottles of water into your system, and keep yourself hydrated. Very important here. Then, with all the heat and the high temperatures, it's your normal activities can be shortened a lot quicker than you would expect them to be. I noticed that earlier today when I was out driving around doing some errands. So there'll be a strikeout for out number 2 on Memong.
Batting fourth, number 55, the designated hitter Carson Orr.
Brings up Carson Orr. Once again, the runner on first is Connor Hoyt for Jamestown. Jamestown bringing 10 players today. Left a few of their players back in Jamestown as they get ready for tournaments. That one's off the edge of the bat, foul for a strike. 0-1. If you watch on YouTube, we certainly appreciate it. Subscribe to our channel, and that'd be amazing. And, hit that bell to select your alert preferences, and then you can select all and all, some, or none. As Connor Hoyt will get caught stealing, and that will end the top half of the first.
For Jamestown on the top of the first inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. Half inning complete, Jamestown nothing, and Post 400 coming to bat.
All right, so 1 hit for Jamestown, and that's all we got so far. Post 400 up to bat when we come back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. Three Lions Pub is now back to a full menu. It's open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly servers about the daily drink and food specials. Three Lions Pub is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. Proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing this summer on Magnitude Sports. All right, welcome back. Middle of 1 here as Jamestown hits the field. We'll see the Stars up to bat. First batter coming up to the deck for Post 400 will be Jake Bryant. Your starting pitcher on the mound for Jamestown is Connor Hoyt. Behind the plate, you got Isaac Memong. And then around the bases at first, you got Devin Lee. Mac Leatherman's the second baseman. Peyton Hochhalter is the shortstop. And Mike Mahoney is at third base. In the outfield for Jamestown, Preston Kraber is in left, Seth Weber is in right, and straightaway center field is Jacob Schemp. Once again, we'll see Jake Bryant, Ben Osley, and Kobe Sen.
Stars leading off. Number 4, the shortstop, Jay Bryant.
This inning. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Sean Carlson Town & Country Credit Union, Three Lions Pub, Giant Seeds, Farmers Union Insurance, Banner Buzz, and Game Time. Game Time been with us since day 1 back in October 2017. Certainly appreciate their support and sticking with us. That pitch came across for a strike to Jake Bryant. And now it's 1-1. Took 6 minutes to play the top half of the first with the 1 minute break in between. We're at 7 minutes into the ball game now as the pitch floats up high for 2 balls and a strike. 94 degrees here in Southwest Fargo. I had one report that we hit 108. I don't know if that's an accurate report or at what part of Fargo that was in. I would presume, based upon the person who posted it, it was somewhere in North Fargo where that may have occurred at. But once again, no official word on that. So just keep in mind, with all the heat going on, get a couple extra bottles of water in you. That one's going to be hit up high into left field. Shallow left center as 3 come in, and the center fielder will make the grab. For out number 1, as Jacob Schemp will come in to make the catch to retire Jake Bryant. That brings up Ben Osley.
Number 13, left fielder Ben Osley.
So the pop out to shallow center. Shallow left center brings up Ben Osley. That pitch will float outside for a ball, 1-0. Kobe Sen is on deck, and then if we can get to the next batter before 3 outs, we'll see Andy Mock possibly this inning as well. That one comes across the edge for a strike. Nice pitch there by Connor Hoyt, who is on the mound. Once again, starting pitcher, as I just mentioned, Connor Hoyt. Behind the plate catching is Isaac Mimong. We'll go around the bases here after the 1-1 pitch. And it's in for a high ball. A little bit lower. It might have been a strike, but it's 2-1 as a result. Devin Lee, the first baseman. Mac Leatherman at second. Peyton Holcoulter, the shortstop. Mike Mahoney is at third. The outfield here after the 2-1. That's going to be cranked up. Shallow right field. And the right fielder comes in. That's Seth Weber to make the catch. He's in right, and then you got Preston Kraber in left and Jacob Schemp, who made out number 1 catch on the previous batter.
Batting third, number 10, second baseman Kobe Sen.
Kobe Sen will step up to the plate to try and prevent a 1-2-3 inning here for the Stars. Pop out to shallow center, and I'll pop out to, or shallow left center, and I'll pop out to right field. So far in this contest for the Stars. Kobe Sen, part of a 3 home run game on the last time we saw the Stars here on Magnitude Sports. Cooper Mattern also got a home run in that game, and I'm drawing a blank on the third individual at the moment. That pitch will come in for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike now to Kobe Sen. Andy Mock is on deck if Sen can get on base. Pop out to shallow left, and a pop left center, and a pop out to right. And this will be a grounder towards third. One hopper into the glove and up to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jamestown, and we remain tied at 0-0. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for Fargo Pulse 400.
For the Stars in the bottom of the first inning. After 1 inning of play, we are scoreless. And reminder, fans, a couple of the Pulse 400 teams will be announced tomorrow in playing round of the 2020 Class A East Divisional Tournament in the Babe level.
We'll be back right after
The
this.
Astros will take on Kindred at noon here at Sparrian Benchfield. And the Post 400 Comets will take on.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. Three Lions Pub is now back to full menus, open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly servers about the daily drink and food specials. Three Lions Pub is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions Pub in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing this summer on Magnitude Sports. All right, welcome back. Top of the second inning. Carson Orr is the leadoff batter, and that one's going to left field. It's good for a single.
Batting fifth, number 12, the first baseman, Devin Lee.
So second hit of the game here for Jamestown as they get another runner on first. Brings up Devin Lee to the plate. And that pitch, I believe, missed for a ball, and it did. As we double check the scoreboard, 1-0. Once again, your starting pitcher is Miles Alschmidt. He's on the mound here for the Post 400 Stars. Cooper Mattern behind the plate catching as the count goes to 2-0. Ben Calise is at first. You got Kobe Sen at second. Jake Bryant at shortstop, and Andy Mock is at third. Pitch comes in, side for ball 3. In the outfield, Ben Osley is in left field, and Colton Almey's in straightaway center, and number 1, Jackson Bellerud out in right field. As Alschmidt delivers the 3-0 pitch for a 4-pitch walk to Devin Lee, putting runners on first and second and bringing up Seth Weber.
Batting sixth, number 19, the right fielder, Seth Weber.
So once again, 2 runners on, first and second. Devin Lee, the runner on first. Carson Orr, the runner on second here for Seth Weber, the batter. Lee reached base on a 4-pitch walk here from Alschmidt as Alschmidt checks second base and delivers the pitch up high for a ball, and now a quick throw up to second, and there's going to be a rundown here between second and third, and it's going to be close, and official called him out. Official was just off camera there, so I didn't see the play, or see the call, but he is indeed out. Devin Lee remains at second. Carson Orr gets tossed out between second and third on a rundown. And once again, the count is 2 balls and no strikes to Seth Weber. And Weber will take that pitch there on the 3-0 count to make it 3-1. As Alschmidt sets up, delivers the pitch, and it's a 5-pitch walk here to Weber. So Devin Lee on a 4-pitch walk and a 5-pitch walk to Weber brings up Peyton Hochhalter for Jamestown.
Batting seventh, number 28, the shortstop Peyton Hochhalter.
So runners on first and second again, and we'll see if Devin Lee on second can avoid the fate of his teammate who was on second just about a minute or so ago, as that one's popped up, fouled, and out of play. Strike 1 to Hochhalter. One away, so if no double plays happen, we'll see Mike Mahoney next here on deck for Jamestown. Alschmidt, this is pitch number 25. Looks back at second, delivers the pitch. 0-1 is in for a ball, and that evens things up at 1 ball, 1 strike. On 25 pitches, 14 balls and 11 strikes so far here for Miles Alschmidt on the mound on this warm is an understatement, afternoon. We'll put it that way. 94 was our first pitch temperature at 5:34. We're 16 minutes into the ball game right now. Ball and 2 strikes here to Hochhalter, and that pitch will be lined into right field. And coming home, and the throw is not in time. So we got our first run of the game. We got another one who thought about circling third, and so Devin Lee scores from second. Seth Weber advances up to third. And Hochhalter's on with a double.
Number 9, the third baseman, Michael Mahoney.
So a hit and an error recorded on the play, and they'll bring up Mike Mahoney. And Mahoney, one pitch right into the glove of Kobe Sen at second base for the out. That's 2 away and brings up Mac Leatherman as we get to batter number 9 in the lineup here for Jamestown in the top half of the second inning.
Batting ninth, number 4, second baseman Mac Leatherman.
Runners stay at second and third. Hochhalter on second, Seth Weber on third for Jamestown as the pitch will drop for ball 1 to Mac Leatherman. We'll return to the top of the order with Preston Kraber if Leatherman can get on base with no outs happening. Schmidt winds up and delivers the 1-0, and that will miss for 2 balls and no strikes. Broadcast coverage again brought to you by Game Time and Banner Buzz, along with Farmers Union Insurance, Giant Seeds, Three Lions Pub in West Fargo, and Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union, with multiple locations throughout the Fargo-Moorhead area. Stop in to see Sean at Town and Country Credit Union to make home happen this summer. Get a low mortgage rate on a mortgage loan. 2 balls and a strike now to Leatherman. And they can make that deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. Second and third, big pitch here for Alschmidt. Outside for ball 3, and it's a full count. And it'll either be 2 stranded on base or a bases loaded situation for Preston Kraber. We'll see what happens on this pitch here. That one is hit out into right field, and it's going foul, and it's going out of play. So remain 3-2. And the same situation I just described to you will be the same situation faced on this pitch here from Alschmidt. Ball, strike, ball, and a fouled away pitch in that order to Leatherman so far here on this at-bat. Payoff pitch number 2 coming up here. And look, in for a strikeout. Caught him looking, and that strands 2 on base for Jamestown.
Jamestown to the top of the second. They get 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on. Inning and a half, 1-0 Jamestown.
1-0, and coming up for Post 400, it's Andy Mock, Miles Alschmidt, Ben Calise, Connor Hoyt will toss pitch number 12 when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Three Lions Pub is now back to a full menu. It's open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand-new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly servers about the daily drink and food specials. Three Lions Pub is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. Proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing this summer on Magnitude Sports.
Andy Mock.
All right, welcome back. We head to the bottom of the second now. Andy Mock, the batter here for the Post 400 Stars. They trail Jamestown 1-0. Mock will swing and fire it foul down the first base line for strike 1. Taking a look at the spray chart. Spray chart for Andy Mock. Left center and right center are his preferences. His 1 infield hit this season on Magnitude and reached base on a couple of errors on a couple of occasions. A couple ground outs, a few pop outs, and that one's fouled away about the same area the first one was fouled away too. And it's 0-2 now to Andy Mock. That one's sent out into center field. And the catch is made there by Leatherman. We originally reported that it was Jacob Schemp playing center field.
Batting fifth, number 12, the pitcher Miles Olschmidt.
All right, so I reported it correctly the first time. There was a confusion there. Leatherman's at second, Jacob Schemp's in center field, so we got that squared away now. Apologize for that, folks. 0-1 the count here to check that. Miles Alschmidt, the batter. That one's going to be popped up. And tracking it down in the sun, he'll make the catch. That's the second baseman, Mac Leatherman.
Batting sixth, number 3, the first baseman, Ben Calise.
Brings up Ben Calise. Connor Hoyt now on 16 pitches has thrown 10 strikes. That one will miss outside for a ball, and it's 1-0 to Ben Calise. Two away here in the bottom half of the second, and Calise will rifle that one to left center, and the catch is made on the run there by Schemp. Nicely done. Give credit where credit's due, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for the Stars.
Stars go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second inning. We're through 2 innings of play here at Starry & Bank Field. 1-0, the lead to Jamestown.
So, nothing to add to our scoreboard there. And we'll see the top of the order for Jamestown. Kraber, Hoyt, and Mimong. When we return after this, here Miles Alschmidt will toss pitch 35 here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Three Lions Pub is now back to a full menu. It's open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly servers about the daily drink and food specials. Three Lions Pub is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. Proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing this summer on Magnitude Sports.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
All right, 2 innings of play complete here at Starry & Bank Field in Southwest Fargo as we return to action here in the top of the third. Preston Kraber.
For Jamestown, the center fielder, number 6, Jacob Schemp.
Check that. It's Jacob Schemp. And Schemp will see that one go to the shortstop, and they will not get it in time. So, and I guess we're batting 10 players here for Jamestown, so we'll make an adjustment in our...
The left fielder, Preston Kraber.
So now Preston Kraber will come to the plate. Takes the first pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 with a flyout into shallow right with the first baseman. No, it was Bellerud who came in to make that catch, if I remember correctly. Mattern pops up, takes a look at first, make sure Schemp doesn't go anywhere. And it's 1-1 as a result to Kraber. Connor Hoyt is on deck. No double plays happen. We might see Isaac Mimong this inning as well. Showing bunt, pulls that bunt back, and he'll miss for a ball. 2-1. going to bunt it back foul. That one almost came over the netting here. Last weekend, I believe it was Saturday or Sunday, we had one come over the netting and shatter the window on the left side of the broadcast station here. So that's yet to be fixed, but I'm guessing that's on the to-do list. He'll reach for that one, fire it towards first and foul. Two balls and two strikes. Once again, the runner on first is Jacob Schemp. Next pitch here for Alschmidt will be pitch number 40 according to my numbers. And it's down low. Runner takes off for second, and he's in on the steal. Nice job by Mattern to keep that ball in front of him, but wasn't able to pick it up and get a throw-out attempt there on Schemp. So it's a full count now, and on 40 pitches, 20 balls, 20 strikes for Miles Alschmidt. And that one's fouled back into the netting. It'll remain 3-2. It's a payoff pitch number 2 coming up here for Alschmidt. Once again around the bases, Calise at first, Sen at second, Bryant at short, Mock at third, with Mattern behind the plate catching in the outfield one more time here after the pitch. The payoff pitch is fouled away and will remain 3-2 for payoff pitch number 3. Osley in left, Bellerud in right, and Colton Almy in straightaway center field for the Stars, who trail 1-0 here with nobody gone, and runner on for Jamestown in the top half of the third. That runner is Jacob Schemp on second base. Once again, the batter is Preston Kraber, 0 for 1 with a fly out to shallow right on his first at bat. Alschmidt takes a look at second, winds up and delivers the pitch, and that's in for a ball. Ball 4 puts runners on first and second, brings up the 1 for 1 with a single, Connor Hoyt. That single went just past Jake Bryant at shortstop into shallow left center on his first at bat. So Alschmidt and Hoyt's a pitcher versus pitcher battle here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. You got the right-handed pitcher versus the left-handed batter. And the first one's fouled away into the netting for strike 1. Isaac Mimong is on deck with nobody out here in the top half of the third. See if Alschmidt can get Hoyt out here and get an out up on the board and take a little bit of that stress off the Stars here, as a walk would make it a bases loaded with no outs, and that's not what you want if you're a post 400 fan. 1 ball, 1 strike to Connor Hoyt, and that one will be right back there to Alschmidt. He'll fire it up to Calise at first, and they got him. Goes into the books as a 1-3. Runners advance to second and third. 1-4, excuse me. As Kobe Sen came over to cover the bag. Mimong's first pitch is fouled away for a strike. So the ground out advances Schemp to third and Kraber up to second for Jamestown. Looking to add additional insurance runs to that 1-0 lead that they have right now here with 1 out in the top of the third, as that one's fouled away. 31 minutes into the ball game, 94 degrees at first pitch. It's about 94, 95 right now here at Starring Bank Field in Southwest Fargo, just off 42nd Street. It's a 9-inning game today. If the 10-run rule comes into effect, it could end in 7, as in as early as 7, let's put it that way. Alschmidt winds up and delivers the 1-2, and that's cranked right past Alschmidt and over the second base bag into shallow center. That scores Schemp from third, and it also scores Kraber from second on a 2-run RBI single for Mimong.
Designated hitter Carson Orr.
That brings up Carson Orr as the score is now 3-0.
Running at first for Memung, number 20, Jackson Walters.
Jackson Walters comes in for the courtesy runner on first for Memung. Carson Orr 1-for-1 with a single to left field his last time at the plate. Schmidt delivers the pitch, and it'll be in for ball one. That's 50 pitches now, 26 strikes and 24 balls, 33 minutes into the ball game for Schmidt. And that's foul right to Devin Lee, who is on deck. Makes the count 1-1. And that one will be fouled toward Devin Lee on deck once again. Jamestown, one of the first teams this year that has their last names on the back of the jerseys. I didn't notice that until the third inning of play. Usually that's something I notice because you don't see it too often in this level of any sport. Baseball, hockey, football, none of them. But today, that's the case. That one's going to center field. Catch is made. Nicely done there by Colton Almy. That puts two away and brings up Devin Lee.
The first baseman, Devin Lee.
Runner stays on first. Once again, that runner is Jackson Walters. Devin Lee was walked on 4 pitches last time he was at the plate. And that one's going to be a pass ball under the back padding, and that will get Jackson Walters up to second. Devin Lee with a 1-0 count now. And that one is fouled down the first base line towards the Stars dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 away and a runner on second, Jackson Walters. Once again, the batter is Devin Lee. Here's Schmidt's pitch to Lee, and it hit the inside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2. Once again, we'll be back here tomorrow for the Astros as they host Kindred. And that will be a throw up to first to complete the strikeout on the drop third strike, and they will not successfully do that, as the ball is dropped by Khalees at first, and that scores a run, I believe. No, it did not. Okay. So the run does not count.
For Jamestown in the top of the third inning, 2 runs on 2 hits. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Now 3-0 Jamestown heading to the bottom of the third.
3 runs on 5 hits. They've left 2 on base. Check that. They've left 3 on base so far. Put one more on the screen there for you, and we'll be back after this on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Three Lions Pub is now back to a full menu. It's open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly servers about the daily drink and food specials. Three Lions Pub is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. Proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing this summer on Magnitude Sports.
For the Stars, batting 7th, number 5, catcher Cooper Matter.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the third here. Post 400 trailing 3-0 as Cooper Mattern will step up to the plate. Cooper Mattern had that I believe it was a 2-run home run over left center field in the last game that they played here on Magnitude Sports. And that one's also going towards left center field. It was eventually picked up a few feet shy of the fence. Mattern thought about a triple there for a moment. Then he changed his mind and put on the brakes. He lost his helmet between first and second.
For the Stars, a leadoff double from Mattern, batting 8th. Number 16, center fielder Colton Almy.
So Colton Almy steps up to the plate now. Likes left field, but does have 1 or 2 hits out into center and right. And the first pitch to Almy is going to be a bunt down that third base line. It's a really good one. It will advance Almy to third easily. And Almy's on with an infield bunt single.
Batting 9th, number 1, the right fielder Jackson Bellerud.
So it puts runners on the corners with nobody out and brings up Jackson Bellerud. Batter number 9 in the lineup will return to the top of the order with Jake Bryant here. And that one will be out into, and so Bellerud will fly out.
Shortstop Jake Bryant.
So now runners on second and third for Jake Bryant. Flied out to shallow left center last time he was at the plate. He's going that same direction this time. And he will fly out there, and the runner will not tag as the throw comes into home. I'll keep the runners at second and third, and there's 2 away, and now it brings up Ben Osley.
The left fielder, Ben Osley.
So 2 flyouts for Bryant in approximately the same area on his 2 at-bats so far. And Osley flied out to right center on his first at-bat. And he will take a crack at that one. And it'll go foul. He'll have to come back and try that one again. Good first strike, 0-1. Connor Hoyt, a couple pitches shy of 25, according to my numbers, on 23 pitches, 16 strikes, 7 balls, as we reach the 40-minute mark of the ball game. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Three Lions Pub and Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union, among others. And the 0-1 is going to be hit out into center field, and that will not have a chance to drop. Making the catch on the run there is Shemp out in center field, and that will leave 2 stranded on base here for post 400.
For the Stars in the bottom of the third, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. After 3 innings of play, Jamestown leads 3-0.
We'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Your attention, please, for the Stars. Now pitching, number 6, Jackson Schurseth.
All right, welcome back. 3 complete. Jamestown leads 3-0 on 5 hits, no errors committed, and they've left 3 on base so far. While Fargo Post 400 has scored no runs on a couple hits, they committed 1 error, and they have left 2 on base. Miles Alschmidt, his day comes to an end. 57 pitches, 32 strikes, and 25 balls. And that means we have a new pitcher on the mound here for Post 400 to start the top of the 4th. So Alschmidt goes 3 innings. That pitch will come inside and miss for a ball 1. Jackson Schurseth on the mound. Seth Weber was walked on 5 pitches by Alschmidt his last time at the plate. Now he's a 2-0 count against Schurseth. And that one appeared to come in for a strike, but it just missed, and it's 3-0. It was a good pitch there, but just missed the strike zone. A little high. See if we can get a strike on this one. That one crosses the plate. 3-1. So you can follow us on Twitter at msportsnetlive, and you can find us on Facebook and like us and follow us there too. Certainly appreciate that. I think we were 1 like shy of 1750 when I looked a couple hours ago. We're at 1749. So if someone wants to get us that 1750 mark, that'd be absolutely awesome of you. Appreciate. Thank you in advance for that. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch is down the middle for a strikeout. Nicely done there by Schurseth as he got behind in the count.
For Schurseth tonight. That brings up shortstop Peyton Hochhalter.
Hochhalter doubled last time he was at the plate. High and inside for ball number 1. That double went into right center field, just over the head of Kobe Sen at second base. And he'll reach for it. He'll go foul down the first base line. A little late on the swing there and caused it to go foul instead of fair. It causes a 1-1 count with 1 away. 1's across the board. That one will miss the edge for ball 2. 2-1. Broadcast coverage also brought to you today by Giants Seed and Banner Buzz along with Farmers Union Insurance and Game Time. Schurseth on the mound, taking over for Alschmidt, delivers the 2-1, and it's in for strike 2, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's 10 pitches now for Schurseth, 5-5 on the ball strike split. That one will miss for a ball, and we have a full count now at 3-2. Mike Mahoney is on deck with 1 away. And then Mac Leatherman would be right behind him. I believe Jamestown is batting 10 batters. We'll find out for sure when we get to batter number 10 here in the 2nd inning. That'll be a ground out. I believe that was a 6-3, excuse me.
Third baseman Michael Mahoney.
Brings up Mike Mahoney. Line drive out into the glove of Kobe Sen at second base last time he was at the plate. So we had 47 minutes time of the ball game so far. This one going a little bit, I'd say at about averaging a little over 10 minutes per inning. Once again, it's a 9-inning game this evening, and only 1 game, no doubleheader. comes inside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to the 0-for-1 Mike Mahoney. Once again, Mac Leatherman is on deck. Seth now with 14 pitches. And pitch number 15 coming up here on the 2-0 delivery. And that one will drop for ball 3. Once again, upcoming game broadcast schedule can be found on our website, msportsnet.com. Just click on the broadcast button and click schedule, and you can find out what game is coming up next. As the walk happens to Mahoney on a 4-pitch walk, bringing up Mac Leatherman, who struck out last time he was at the plate.
Second baseman Mac Leatherman.
So it puts the runner on with 2 away. Also on our website, under that broadcast button, one button down, you can click on demand and watch any of our previous broadcasts simply by clicking watch next to the game that you want to watch again. Easy as that. Be a short hopper right back to Seth. And he thought about firing it up to second. He hesitated, and as a result, Leatherman's on base, and that puts 2 runners on. I'm going to charge an error on that play. So, with the error, that puts Mahoney up to second. Leatherman on first, and Jacob Schemp 1-for-1 with a single. I believe that was an infield single last time he was at the plate. And comes in for a strike. Nicely done there by Seth. 0-1 now to Schemp. On deck is Preston Kraber. 2 away, 2 runners on. Mahoney's on second, Leatherman is on first, and that one will be into right field. And nice run, catch on the run there. At least, no, he didn't catch it. I thought he did. It was just behind the pole there, and I couldn't quite see it. So it turns into an RBI single, scoring 1 run, puts runners on the corners. Preston Kraber 0-for-1 with a fly out on his first at bat to right field, and then he was walked last time he stepped up to the plate. As Cooper Mattern has a couple words of wisdom with Seth. Four 0 lead for Jamestown now as they get the run across the plate. Runners on the corners, second base open. Once again, the batter is Preston Kraber. Here's the pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. Also under the broadcast button at msportsnet.com, you got the schedule, you got the on-demand, and you got on DVD. Click on that. You can order any of the games that we have broadcasted on DVD for $25 a game. You buy more than one, you save $5 on the second one. About 88% of the games that we broadcasted are available to put on DVD. There's a couple here and there that we weren't able to save the video for. Play at home, and I believe he's out, and he is. So, Schemp on the hesitation steal to second.
For Jamestown at the top of the fourth, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on. Heading to the bottom of the fourth, it's now Jamestown 4 and the Stars nothing.
Jamestown now left a total of 4 on base, but they do get a run. They tack on some more hits as well this inning. We're 52 minutes into the broadcast. Kobe Sen, Andy Mock, Miles Alschmid, check that. I believe Alshman might be out. We'll see. Those are the scheduled batters when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Three Lions Pub is now back to a full menu. It's open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand-new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly servers about the daily drink and food specials. Three Lions Pub is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions Pub in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing this summer on Magnitude Sports. All right, welcome back. Kobe Sen leading off the bottom of the first here, or bottom of the fourth, excuse me, and it's strike on that first pitch. Now it's even up at 1-1. Kobe Sen grounded out to third on a 5-3 last time he was at the plate. New pitcher for Jamestown is Jacob Schemp. That moves Preston Kraber to center field and still trying to get a jersey number on the new left fielder. We'll get that to you as soon as we can. 2 balls and a strike here to Kobe Sen, who grounded out on his first at bat. That one will go outside for one's heading out towards right field. Catch is made, and that's out number 1 of the inning. That'll bring up Andy Mock.
Third baseman, Andy Mock.
Andy Mock flied out to center field last time he was at the plate, and this one is going to be ripped foul and out of play for a strike. No jersey number on the front of the jersey. Still not sure who's out in left field there. We'll try and figure that out. One ball, 2 strikes, and a swing and a miss there will strike out Andy Mock. So fly out to center, now a strikeout. Andy Mock's 0 for 2.
The pitcher, number 6, Jackson Shearseth.
That brings up Jackson Shearseth coming into the number 5 spot for
Defensive
Miles
changes for
Alschmidt.
Jamestown now in the game in left field, Jackson Walters, and Preston Kraber moves from left field now in center.
That first pitch there, Shearseth comes across for a ball. You may or may not have heard that in the background. New outfielder in left is Jackson Walters, as Preston Kraber moves from left to center on the pitching change for Jacob Schemp, who's on the mound right now. Everybody else remains the same. You got Seth Weber out in right field. 2 balls and no strikes now to Jackson Shearseth. And that one will miss outside for a ball. Around the bases on the infield here for Jamestown. Just to refresh your memory, Devin Lee is at first. Mac Leatherman is at second. Peyton Holkalter's shortstop. Mike Mahoney is at third. Behind the plate catching is Isaac Mimong. And on the mound is Jacob Schemp. That pitch will come in for a strike. Sure Seth will take the pitch for 3-1 count. And now Sure Seth is on base with a walk. And that brings up Ben Calise. 0 for 1 with a fly out to left center. His last at bat.
First baseman, Ben Calise.
2 away with the runner on. Once again, that runner is Jackson Sure Seth, reaching base on the walk. If Calise can get on base, we'll see Cooper Mattern, who's on deck next. Once again, we'll be here tomorrow at 12 noon for the Post 400 Astros as they host Kindred. And then after that, we'll have Sunday off. We'll be back Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. There's 2 games. I forget which day we have off. I think it's Wednesday. But the Stars will host West Fargo. And then they will follow that up with a matchup against Bismarck. And that'll wrap up the regular season, I believe, on July 31st, if memory serves me correctly, as that's going to be singled out into left field there for Calise. That moves Sure Seth up to second, brings up Cooper Mattern, who doubled out into deep left center last time he was at the plate.
Catcher Cooper Mattern.
14 pitches for Schemp now, 7 balls, 7 strikes. Once again, the runner's on. Jackson Sure Seth on second. Ben Calise is on first. Cooper Mattern is the batter. And that one will be grounded right towards Leatherman at second. He will get the short toss to second for the force out, excuse me. And that will leave 2 runners on base here for Fargo Post 400.
For the Stars in the bottom of the 4th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners on down.
So 8 left on base total, 4 for each team. It remains 4-0 in favor of Jamestown as Cooper Mattern will ground out. Actually, fielder's choice, he will reach base, but it's the runner on first who got out. We'll see Preston Kraber, Connor Hoyt, and Isaac Mimong. That is 1, 2, and 3 when we return after this. Sure Seth will toss pitch 21 as we reach the 1-hour mark of the ball game here as we head to the top of the 5th after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
All right, 4 down. Once again, this is a 9-inning game, but our graphics will adjust once we hit the 8th inning. I can tell you that much for sure. We originally designed our graphics for 7-inning games, so it'll pretend that it's 2 extra innings. Once we get to the 8th inning, that will show up there. 6 hits, for Jamestown. And they've left 4 on base. Fargo Post 400 with 3 hits and 4 left on base as well. So we go to the top of the 5th now. Preston Kraber, the batter. Top of the order here for Jamestown. Kraber's going to send that into right center field. And the center fielder, Almy, will come in and make the grab for out number 1. 1 down, and that brings up
left fielder Jackson Walters.
Jackson Walters, who will take over for Connor Hoyt in the 2nd position on the batting lineup. So this will be his first trip to the plate here in this ball game, and the first pitch to him is down the middle for a strike. Nicely done there by Seth. 0-1. Once again, 1 hour, 2 minutes. Time of the game so far. We started this game at 5:34 this afternoon with a temperature of 94 degrees. So that pitch will bounce away for a ball. Current temperature here in southwest Fargo at Starting Bank Field is 93 degrees. So we've cooled down a little bit. No sarcasm intended there on the cool down use of the cool down term. Swing and a miss. That makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Once again, Khalees at first, Sen at second, Bryant the shortstop, Mock at third, Mattern the catcher, Seth on the mound pitching, Osley in left, Bellerud in right, and Almy in center field. And that one's fouled away. And will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes as a result. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Giant Seeds, Farmers Union Insurance, Banner Buzz, Game Time, Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union. Make home happen this summer with Sean and the team at Town and Country Credit Union. Also, 3 Lions Pub, now back to full 7-day-a-week hours. More on that here after what could be the 5-3 ground out. And no, it'll go over the head of the first baseman. So he will reach base on an error.
Catcher Isaac Mimon.
It brings up Isaac Mimon, 1 for 2, struck out swinging, then he singled on a grounder out into center field on his last time at the plate. Once again, 3 Lions Pub in West Fargo, back to 7 days a week, open full hours at 11 a.m. each day. They close at 11 p.m. Monday through Thursday, midnight on, or check that. They close at midnight Monday through Thursday, 1 o'clock on Friday, Saturday, and 11 p.m. on Sundays. They are kid-friendly until 9 o'clock. The kids have until 10 p.m. to finish up their meals before it becomes a 21-plus establishment as of 10 o'clock in the evening. Also coming soon, to be announced, a free pool. They haven't determined which day of the week they want to do that. They also have trivia on Mondays and Thursdays, as the snap throw out to first was off the mark. That trivia starts at 7 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays. I was actually there last night. Didn't pop in at the start of trivia, but popped in about 9:15, and it was a really packed place. So we certainly appreciate if you're watching and you decide to go there to supporting our sponsors. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Isaac Mimon, the batter. Once again on deck is Carson Orr. Swing and a miss. And that'll be strikeout swinging for Mimon. And once again, Carson Orr, the batter now.
Designated hitter Carson Orr.
So the runner on first again is Jackson Walters. Now that there's 2 away, Carson Orr 1 for 2. Single to left field and a fly out to center field on his 2 at-bats in that order so far. And the pitch. That one will drop into the turf. Mattern able to find it quick enough there to keep Walters at first. Ball 1 to Carson Orr. And that one will be fouled away down the first baseline. 1-1 the count. Seth takes a look at Walters on first. Sets up, delivers the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 94 degrees when we started. We're at 93 under a sunny sky right now here at Starting Bank Field in southwest Fargo. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Giant Seed and Farmers Union Insurance. Jackson Sure Seth on the mound delivers the 2-2, and it went to the outside or paid the price as he reached for it, and that'll be strike 3, and that will end the inning. Top half of the 5th is done on the strikeout. They will leave one stranded.
For Jamestown on the top of the 5th, no runs, no hits, no errors. Correction, 1 error, and 1 left on. The end of 4.5, Jamestown 4, the Stars nothing.
So a total of 9 left on base through 1 hour and 7 minutes of the ball game.
Final week of the regular season, the Stars will be at home Tuesday night at Starling Bank Field. They will face West Fargo. Pair of games starting at 5:30, and on Thursday, July 30th, Stars will host Bismarck, also for this game beginning at 5:30.
Back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Seth Weber now catching number 2, Preston Kraber. Back into the game now, and in center field is number 15, Connor Hoyt. And now in right field, moving to right field, is Isaac Emon.
All right, welcome back here as we're heading towards the bottom of the 5th. Colton Almy, Jackson Bellerud, Jake Bryant, batters 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Stars here in the bottom half of the 5th. New pitcher on the mound for Jamestown is number 19, Seth Weber. And we have a few more changes, too. You may have heard them in the background as we came back from the commercial break, but we'll just go through those one more time. Preston Kraber is now playing in the behind the plate as catcher. That moves Connor Hoyt back into the game into center field and moves the previous catcher, Isaac Memong, out into right field. So once again, Seth Weber pitching, Preston Kraber catching, Devin Lee at first, Matt Leatherman at second, Peyton Hochhalter the shortstop, Mike Mahoney is at third, and then the outfield, Connor Hoyt in center, Isaac Memong in right, and Jackson Walters in left. And that is your updated around the bases here for Jamestown as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Post 400, trailing by 4s. First pitch drops in low to the inside for ball 1. Colton Almy on with a infield bunt single the last time he was at the plate. That advanced his teammate to third. But they weren't able to cash in on that opportunity. If memory serves me correctly, there were no outs on that bunt single that put runners on first and third with no outs. But they were not able to cash in. 2 balls and no strikes now here to Colton Almy. And that will be 3 balls and no strikes. So Colton Almy will likely take this pitch even if it goes right down the middle. I would not expect a swing of the bat here. 1 hour and 11 minutes. Time of the ball game so far. 9-inning game. We're in the bottom of the 5th. This one's been cruising right along. And that will be ball 4 on a 4-pitch walk to Colton Almy. Puts him on first. Brings up the 0-for-1 Jackson Bellerud, who flied out to center field last time he was at the plate.
Right fielder Jackson Bellerud.
Seth Weber on the mound. He's now thrown 4 pitches for 4 balls. And his team's up 4-0. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch 5 is in for ball 5. And ball 1 to Bellerud. Once again, Bellerud flied out to center field last time he was at the plate. Colton Almy is the runner on first if you're just joining us. And that pitch is ball 6 for Seth Weber. So we'll see how many pitches it'll take for him to get a strike. Get 8 warm-up throws when you come in. And that one came in as a strike. So it took 7 pitches to get the first strike for Seth Weber. 15 if you count the 8 warm-up pitches. 2-1. And the runner goes, and that one's going out into foul territory, and it will not. Nobody will make a play on it. Going to the books is strike 2. So Almy will have to go all the way back to first as he took off for second on that swing there by Bellerud. Jake Bryant is on deck. We'll go to the top of the order here with Jake Bryant after Bellerud's fate at the plate is decided. Weber winds up the 2-2, is heading out into center field. And he'll make the grab. It's Connor Hoyt once again out in center field, and that's one away and keeps Almy on first, brings up Jake Bryant.
Shortstop, Jake Bryant.
Jake Bryant's 0 for 2, flied out 2 times in a row to shallow left center. Runner takes off again, and another one that's going to right field. And he'll make the catch, and the throw back to first is not in time. And that's 2 down. So Jake Bryant 0 for 3, 2 flyouts to left center and 1 to right field.
The left fielder, Ben Osley.
Colton Almy remains on first. Brings up Ben Osley. He's also 0 for 2. Fly out to shallow right center and a fly out to deep center on his 2 at-bats so far. Runner goes again. This time nobody will make contact on the ball, and Colton Almy will finally move into scoring position as the pitch comes across for a strike. 0-1 to Osley, and Almy on second. Now will come inside and miss and even the count up at 1-1. That one comes up high, keeps Almy on second as Kraber was able to snag that one out of the air, keep it from going into the backstop. Two balls and a strike for Seth Weber on Ben Osley. Kobe Sen on deck if Osley can get on base. And he's potentially a pitch away from doing that at 3 balls and a strike. 1 hour and 15 minutes time of the game so far. Bottom of the 5th, 2 away. And the pitch outside for a ball, and Osley's on, puts runners on first and second. And the new batter will be Kobe Sen, 0 for 2, a ground out to third and a fly out to right.
The second baseman, Kobe Sen.
So we'll see if Kobe Sen can break the non-production routine here at the plate here in this game. He usually doesn't have an 0 for 2 game too often. And that pitch will allow the runners to get to second and third. Make the count 1-0 to Kobe Sen. So Colton Almy moves up to third base. Ben Osley moves up to second, leaving first base free for Kobe Sen with Andy Mock on deck. But there is 2 away, and now the pitch comes inside for ball 2, and it's 2-0. 4-0 lead here for Jamestown. They scored 1 on the top of the 2nd, 2 in the top of the 3rd, and 1 on the top of the 4th to get their 4 runs. They have 6 hits currently, while they've left 5 stranded on base for post 400. 3 hits. They've committed 3 errors and left 4 on base so far, with 2 possibly pending here with 2 outs. That one's up high, and that'll be ball 4. And now the bases are loaded for Andy Mock, who flied out to
Third baseman,
center field.
Andy Mock.
And then on his second trip to the plate, he struck out swinging. I believe, if memory serves me correctly, he reached for a pitch to the outside, and that cost him a strike and cost him out, and left 1 or 2 runners on base on that on his last at bat. One 1-0 to Andy Mock. Once again, new pitcher on the mound. Came in earlier this inning, Seth Weber. Andy Mock is the 7th batter that Seth Weber has faced, and they've all been in the bottom of the 5th. Inside, and Mock just barely getting out of the way of that one. 3-0 the count now. And that one comes outside, and that is a bases-loaded walk to put the Stars on the board. Seth Weber has thrown 23 pitches, and 18 of them have been balls. We'll see how he does against Jackson Schurseth, who was walked last time.
Jackson Schurseth.
So 4-1 now as the Stars get on the board with a bases-loaded walk. And a quick visit to the mound here for Jamestown, as they're going to have quick words of wisdom. Seth Weber, who's not had the best start of the 5th inning here. And pitch 24 misses for ball 19. 1-0 to Schurseth, who was walked last time he was at the plate. And that one comes down the middle for a strike. That's his 6th strike thrown on 25 pitches. Now we'll go into the books as a fouled away pitch right towards the Stars dugout. 1-2 the count. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union. Stop in and speak with Sean or one of the other team members at one of the multiple Fargo Moorhead locations to find out how you can make home happen this summer. Find out what kind of rate you can get on your mortgage. That one will be singled out into shallow left. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. And that will advance Andy Mock to 3rd, and Schurseth is at 2nd now.
Schurseth, the 2-run single, and that brings up first baseman Ben Calise.
So Andy Mock, the runner on 3rd. Jackson Schurseth, the runner on 2nd. Gets credit for a 2-run single and an advancement up to 2nd. Ben Calise, the batter now. He's 1 for 2. Fly out and a single. The fly out was, let's double check here, to left center, and the single was into left field. One ball, no strike. And that will be grounded towards the shortstop. It'll be the 3rd baseman who actually picks it up. And back to 3rd, and he's safe. So Calise is on 2nd. Andy Mock scores. Schurseth is at 3rd.
Catcher Cooper Mattern.
And that ties the game. So runners on the corners now. Calise on 1st, Schurseth on 3rd. Cooper Mattern 1 for 2. Doubled the left center, and then he grounded out on a 4-3 his last time at the plate. Runner takes off for 2nd. Calise is in on the head first slide, no problem. 2 away, and the pitch came across for a strike, and it's 0-1. That one, Mattern had to duck down to avoid getting hit by it. 1-1 the count. Once again, double and a ground out. Runners on. Ben Calise on 2nd. Jackson Schurseth is the runner on 3rd for the Stars, as they have scored all 4 of their runs here in the bottom of the 5th to tie it with 2 away and 2 runners in scoring position, and a chance to take a 2-run lead here if Cooper Mattern can get a base hit. 1 hour and 22 minutes, time of the ball game so far. It's the bottom of the 5th here of a 9-inning, I almost said basketball, 9-inning baseball game. And it's fouled away for 2-2. This inning now 12 minutes old. That one comes outside and makes it 3 balls and 2 strikes. And I'd imagine here that if he loads the bases, we might have a visit to the mound. It's not looking too good for Seth Weber at the moment. And that will be hit and into right field for a single, an RBI single, a 2-run RBI single, as Surses scores from 3rd and Calise scores from 2nd. Cooper Mattern with a 2-run RBI single out into shallow right makes the score 6-4.
Center fielder Colton Almy
In favor of post 400, 6-run bottom of the 5th so far. Runner on, 2 away, Colton Almy, 1 for 1. A bunts, infield bunt single. And then he was walked last time he was at the plate. And that will be Cooper Mattern going up to 2nd on the balk. Pitch comes across as a strike to Colton Almy. 0-1 now the count. Once again, Almy 1 for 1 with a bunt, single, and a walk. Jackson Bellerud is on deck, and then if we can get that far into the lineup, Jake Bryant is right behind him, as that's the top of the order. And Cooper Mattern, for a moment there, thought about taking off for 3rd and then changed his mind just in the right amount of time to get back to 2nd safely. 6-4, Stars lead here. All 6 of the runs coming here in the bottom of the 5th. There's 2 away in the pitch, and that's down the 3rd base line. It's mishandled by Mahoney at 3rd, but he picks it up and gets it. Does not get it over in time, as it was mishandled by Mahoney, and then the throw over to Lee was mishandled. So that's going to be the error is going to be charged to the 3rd baseman on that play. So Almy reaches base on the error.
The right fielder, Jackson Bellerud.
That will advance Cooper Mattern up to 3rd. So Jackson Bellerud steps up to the plate now, and the first pitch is up high for a ball. Bellerud 0 for 2, a fly out to center and a fly out to right center. Runners on the corners once again. You got Cooper Mattern on 3rd, Colton Almy on 1st. And the 1-0 pitch is inside for ball 2, and that will put Almy up to 2nd. Give him credit for a stolen base on that one, 2-0. Bellerud, did he get hit? He had to jump up there, just barely missed him. It results in a 3-0 count. This will be pitch 40 coming up for Seth Weber. And I was going to load the bases on a 4-pitch walk. And looking out to the left, I do see the coach coming out here as Seth Weber took over here in the bottom of the 5th, and it looks like he's done. and he has allowed all 6 of the runs to cross the plate. He'll be responsible for the 3 on base if they do take him out. Looks like they might keep him in. Looks like they might have another chat. Nope, he's done. So 40 pitches, 26 balls, and 14 strikes, according to my numbers. Looks like he's going to go out to right field. That put Isaac Mimong on the mound. So a straight switch here from right field to pitcher.
Changes for Jamestown. Now pitching number 8, Isaac Mimong. And back in right field is number 19, Seth Weber. Mimong now pitching, Weber in right field.
So Mimong will get a few warm-up pitches here with 2 away. It is now 6-4. And Weber loads the bases on the walk to Bellerud. He is on the hook for those all 3 runs, all 3 runners on the base. So if they cross the plate here before Mimong and his crew can get the 3rd out, Seth Weber would have given up 9 runs in the bottom half of the 5th, and he only pitched in the 5th inning. He came in at the start of the bottom of the 5th here, if memory serves me correctly. It's been a long inning, so it feels like he's been on for more than 1 inning, but he's only been on for 2/3 of an inning here, and he's allowed 6 runs with the possibility of 7, 8, and 9 coming in on him as well. 1 hour and 28 minutes. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Giant Seeds, Farmers Union Insurance, Banner Buzz, and Game Time. Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. Speak to Sean and the team at Town & Country for all your mortgage needs. 3 Lions Pub in West Fargo hosting trivia on Mondays and Thursdays starting at 7 o'clock. Chance for you to win prizes, including gift cards to use against your tab with your food and drink. They have food and drink specials there every day of the week. They're open 7 days a week again, starting at 11 a.m. all 7 days of the week. They close at 11 p.m. on Sundays, midnight Monday through Thursday, and 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. They're kid-friendly until 9 o'clock. The kids have until 10 to get their food done before it becomes a 21-plus establishment as of 10 p.m. And also coming soon, to a day to be determined, free pool at 3 Lions Pubs. They recently, earlier this week on Monday, got a game room that includes pool and darts. And speaking of games, you can also ask your server to turn on Magnitude Sports and watch any of our games at 3 Lions Pub in West Fargo. First pitch here to Jake Bryant comes in for a ball, and it's 1-0. Once again, two outs and runners on. Cooper Mattern on third, Colton Almy on second, Jackson Bellerud on first, and the right fielder Seth Weber is responsible for those 3 runners should they cross the plate. And the 1-1 is up high and inside for 2-1. Jake Bryant with a flyout to 2 flyouts to left center and 1 flyout to right. He's 0 for 3 so far here in the contest. 3 balls and a strike. And Mimong, ball 4, and that's a bases loaded walk. So Cooper Mattern will score. That means Seth Weber has given up 7 runs in this inning now.
Left fielder, Ben Osley.
That moves Colton Almy to third, Jackson Bellerud up to second with Jake Bryant on the walk up to first. Brings up Ben Osley, who's 0 for 2. A flyout, and a walk. The 2 flyouts, first one to right center, the second one to straightaway center. And that first pitch comes across for a ball. And on 6 pitches for Mimong, 5 balls and a strike, and make that 6 balls and a strike on 7 pitches and a 2-0 count here to Ben Osley. So Weber responsible for the runners on first and second and hit by a pitch. And now Weber's responsible for the runner on third as it makes it an 8-4 game.
Second baseman, Kobe Sen.
When we started this inning, it was 4-0 Jamestown. And now the tables have turned as Fargo Post 400 has doubled up on Jamestown. There's a strike to Kobe Sen, who's 0 for 2. Ground out to third, a fly out to right, and then he was walked last time he was at the plate, which was, I believe, earlier this inning. And that will be fouled away for a strike. I think we're on batter 12 or 13 now. I've kind of lost count. to be honest with you. 0-2. 14 batters, I was just informed, and there's another hit by a pitch. That'll clear Seth Weber's responsibilities of runners on base, and now it's all Isaac Mimong from this point forward.
Third baseman, Andy Mock.
So this is batter number 15 of the bottom of the fifth. Once again, if this inning continues to go in the pattern that it has for post 400, a 10-run rule would apply after 7 innings instead of 5. That pitch comes across as a strike to Andy Mock, who's 0 for 2 with a fly out to center, and then he was walked earlier this inning. And that one is going out to right field. It'll drop for at least a single. He's going to round for second. No, he won't. He will put on the brakes at first. That will score Bryant from third and Osley from second. That'll push Kobe Sen up to second, and Andy Mock's on with a 2-run single to left.
The pitcher, Jackson Shearseth.
So batter 16, if I remember. Do we know who the first batter of the inning was? Bellerud. Okay, Jackson Bellerud was the first batter of the inning. 0-1 to Shearseth now on the strike, and that one is popped up, and it drops in right field for at least a single. It is a 1-run single, and the play at the plate won't happen. A 2-run. Shearseth on second now. That clears the bases with the exception of Shearseth. So they're going to get, it's going to be a 1-run single for Shearseth, and then the error will advance Shearseth up to second and put Andy Mock across the plate. Ben Calise, 2 for 3. Fly out, single, and a single. A fly out to left center, a single to left, and a single to left. As the score is now 13-4, and one more run if Shearseth can come in from second here on a base hit by Calise. That would put the 10-run rule into effect, but we still have to play through the 7th inning to make that happen. So we'll see if Jamestown can get out of it. Jamestown looking good earlier on in the game as both teams went scoreless in the first. Jamestown got 1 in the top of the second, 2 more in the top of the third, and 1 more in the top of the fourth while holding post 400 scoreless. And Calise reaches base now via hit by a pitch. That puts runners on first and second, brings up Cooper Mattern. So Cooper Mattern,
Catcher, Cooper Mattern.
Colton Almy, and Jackson Bellerud. If we get to Jackson Bellerud, I believe that would be the 3rd time he's batted in this inning. I would hate to be the one keeping score right now in a handwritten scorebook. And that one's going out into left field. That'll drop, and that's good to load the bases here on a single. So that's another hit. I think we're up to 10 hits now. Seems like it should be more than that, but most of them have been walks and hit by a pitch. And
Colton Almy.
so the bases are loaded once again. Jackson Shearseth on third, Ben Calise on second, Cooper Mattern on first. This is, I believe, the 2nd time we've seen Colton Almy this inning. Jackson Bellerud is on deck. If he can get up to the plate, that'll be the 3rd time he's batted in this inning, and that pitch comes across as a ball for 2-0, I believe. Yep, 2-0. Almy, 1 for 2, bunt, a walk, and reach base on an error. That one comes down the middle for a strike. And that one is going foul territory, and he won't not be able to get there in time as it'll go out of play, and nobody will make a play on it. It'll go into the books as a foul away pitch and a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. And a 13-run inning here for post 400 in the bottom of the 5th. And that will go into the books as ball 3. 20 pitches for Memong, 12 balls and 8 strikes. The pitchers for Jamestown here in the bottom of the fifth, not having the best of luck. 1 hour and 37 minutes, time of the ball game. That's fair down the third baseline. Surseth will score. Khalees will score. And Mattern puts on the brakes at first on a 2-run double down the third baseline for Colton Almy.
2-run double for Almy. Brings up the right fielder, Jackson Bellerud.
So, second and third now, runners on. And new batter is Bellerud. Pitch comes up high for a ball. This is the third time in the inning that Jackson Bellerud has batted. He flied out to center field his first at bat, and then in this inning he's flied out to right center, and he was walked last time he was at the plate. And now he's facing a 2-balls, no strike count from Memong. Make that 3 balls and no strikes. 15-4, so 10-run rule isn't in effect if we get to the bottom of the 7th anytime soon. Another run will score as Bellerud walks. That's Cooper Mattern coming in.
Shortstop, Jake Bryant.
Colton Almy moves up to third, puts runners on the corners, and brings up Jake Bryant. Jake Bryant 0 for 3. A fly out, a fly out, a fly out, and a walk. First 2 flyouts were to left center. The second one the third one to right field, and then the walk came after that. 2 balls and no strikes here to Jake Bryant. And there's a strike. 28 pitches, 18 balls, 10 strikes here. As Seth Weber giving up 9 runs in this inning, and so far 5 runs for Memong. And a little flip toss will end the nightmare inning for Jamestown. It took, let's see here, it took 28 minutes to play the bottom half of the 5th, if I'm doing my math right. Make that 29 minutes as it just flipped to the next minute here. So let's take a moment here to try and add up all the numbers. They leave 2 on base for a total of 6.
For the Stars in the bottom of the 5th, 16 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on. 16 points over the Stars.
All right, so you may have heard it in the background. 16 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors by Jamestown, and they left 2 on base. They left Colton Almy on third and Jackson Bellerud on first. As Bryant will ground out. And pending changes, we'll see Devin Lee, Seth Weber, and Peyton Hochhalter. I believe Weber's out, but we'll see since he's back into the game. We'll see what happens when we come back after this. 1 hour and 40 minutes, time of the game so far, as we head now to the top of the 6th when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Three Lions Pub is now back to a full menu. It's open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand-new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly servers about the daily drink and food specials. Three Lions Pub is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions Pub in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing this summer on Magnitude Sports. All right, welcome back. Top of the 6th inning here as we'll clear out our scoreboard there. 16 runs in the bottom of the 5th for Fargo Post 400. About 29 minutes ago, it was 4-0 in favor of Jamestown. Pitch comes across for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike here to the batter. And let's see, who is that batter? Let's hit a couple buttons and find out for you. It's Devin Lee. 0 for 1. He was walked and then was thrown out on a drop third strike as he swings and misses there for 1 ball, 2 strikes. And on a pitch to the outside, he'll strike out swinging. If memory serves me correctly, that's the second time he's done that this game.
4 strikeout for Seth, and that brings up the right fielder, Seth Weber.
And check that, memory does not serve me correctly because it was a drop third strike on a reach to the outside. So same effort, different result. Although that doesn't quite make 100% sense either because they both resulted in a strikeout, just 2 different forms of strikeouts. So now that we got that all cleared up, Seth Weber is the batter, right? I think it's Seth Weber. We'll find out here. Yes, it is. And he'll take a hard swing at that. Fouled away the first pitch, and right now he's down 0-2. He's 0 for 1, walk and a strikeout looking. Last time he was at the plate, and the 0-2 from Seth on the horizon here. And swing and a miss, and he's down on, check that. He'll go into the books as a fouled away pitch as he made contact on that. On deck is Peyton Holcoulter. And that one will be to right field. And nice grab there by the first baseman, Ben Calise, for the out number 2. So Weber will pop out to foul territory to Calise at first base.
Shortstop Peyton Holcoulter.
That's 2 down and brings up Peyton Holcoulter. So a 1-2 inning so far. We'll see if Seth and the crew can make it a 1-2-3 inning and get us a little bit closer to a potential end of the game here. Yeah, swing and a miss by Holcoulter. He's 1 for 2. He doubled out into right center his first time at the plate. Then he grounded out to the shortstop on a 6-3. And now he's down on the count 0-1. With 2 away, and Seth fires the 0-1 in for strike 2. Good pitch that started on the inside and curved in just at the last moment to hit the strike zone for an 0-2 count. 29 strikes on 45 pitches here for Seth so far. And a swing and a miss there, and it's going to be a drop third strike. Was he tagged out, or will they have to make the throw? They'll have to make the throw to complete the strikeout, and that will end the inning.
For Jamestown, 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th inning. At the end of 5 1/2, Stars 16, Jamestown 4.
Well, 29 minutes to play the top half of the 6th. Or bottom half of the 5th, and 2 minutes to play the bottom half of the 6th. The top half of the 6th. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting behind. Let's go to a break and try and regroup here after this. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. Isaac Mimong. And then in the outfield, you got Jackson Walters in left, Connor Hoyt in center, and Seth Weber in right. So no changes in the outfield here, just infield changes for Jamestown here as we lead off the top of the sixth with a fouled away pitch from Ben Osley, who's 0 for 2. A fly out to right center, a fly out to straightaway center, and then a walk, and then he was hit by a pitch. That walk and the hit by a pitch scored 2 runs on those 2 go-arounds in the bottom of the 5th. We have a new center fielder now, and as Ben Osley goes to first base via, I think that was a hit by a pitch, as trying to organize everything. So Jackson Walters is in center field now for Jamestown. That means we have a new left fielder, and we have to take a guess on that. We'll try and get it for you. It's going towards left. And looks like a number 4 on the jersey. So it could be Mac Leatherman, we're guessing.
Third baseman Andy Mock.
We'll go with it for now. Yeah, as I look through the roster, the only person with a 4 on their jersey is Mac Leatherman. So he's playing out in left field. That brings up... let's see here. Andy Mock is the batter. And that one's going out into left center field, and that is caught by Jackson Walters. So a fly out to left to Leatherman for Sen for out number 1.
Center field making that grab. 2 away, and that brings up batting 4, Shearseth, number 8, Truman Wermeyer.
And then Andy Mock flying out to center field. Runner on is Osley on first. And Truman Wermeyer will come in for Jackson Shearseth into the number 5 spot in the batting lineup. And that first pitch to Wermeyer came across for strike 1. It's 0-1. And Wermeyer will foul that one away for 0-2. Once again, runner on has been Osley. 1 hour, 50 minutes, time of the ball game. 29 of those 1 hour and 50 minutes were the bottom of the 5th. In a 16-run inning with 7 or 6 hits. I think we had 7 at first, and then we changed it to 6, I think is what it was. It was 7, so 16 runs on 7 hits. 2 Jamestown errors, and they only left 2 on base in the bottom half of that 5th inning. And that one's fouled away down the first base line. It'll remain 1-2. 9 pitches from Mahoney, and for the first time in 3 pitchers, more strikes than balls for the pitcher on the mound for Jamestown. That one's going to be rifled fair into left field. Osley's rounding second, and he will put on the brakes there as his third base coach will tell him to slow down. And that will be a double for Wermeyer out into left field. And that brings up, let's take a look here, number 3. That is Ben Calise.
First baseman, Ben Calise.
So 2 runners in scoring position here with Ben Calise stepping up into the batter's box. And that'll be grounded to short. And that will be Hochhalter firing it over to Devin Lee for the out. They'll leave 2 stranded on base. A little bit quicker inning this time around.
For the Stars in the bottom of the 6th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on. That is in the 7th.
Top of the 7th coming up next. Jamestown needs at least 3 runs to push it to the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if they can get those 3 runs. When we come back after this, we have a suspicion there'll be some changes, and we'll tell you about them in a moment. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. All right, welcome back. Scheduled 9-inning game, but if Jamestown doesn't get 3 runs here in this top half of the 7th, it'll end early. We're at 1 hour and 53 minutes. As you can see there in the game recap, all the runs for Fargo Post 400 scored in the bottom of the 5th. And prior to that, it looked like Jamestown was on their way to possibly handling this game pretty well, and then things just fell apart quickly and badly for Jamestown in the bottom of the 5th. So they went through 3 pitchers in that bottom of the 5th. First one gave up 9 runs. The second one, I think, was pulled after they gave 6 runs. And then the final run to that third pitcher, if memory serves me correctly.
For Jamestown, the pitcher, Michael Mahoney.
So Truman Wermeyer is the new first baseman here for Post 400. And now on the mound pitching is Ben Calise. That brings Jackson Schurz's day to an end at 46 pitches, 30 strikes, and 16 balls. And the first pitch there from Calise is in for strike 1. Mike Mahoney, 0 for 1 on a line drive out to Kobe Sen at second. And then he was walked the last time he was at the plate. This one will be a grounder that will hop into the glove of Jake Bryant. He'll fire it over to first to Wermeyer for the 6-3. 6-3 ground out to short, and that brings up Mac Leatherman, we believe. Well, yes.
Mac Leatherman.
Leatherman's 0 for 2. Struck out looking and then reached base on an error last time he was at the plate. Calise will just miss the strike zone. 1-0 there to Leatherman. Yeah, swing and a miss there. So Calise looking good here on so far, retiring 1 batter and 1-1 count, and that will be an unassisted ground out to first. So he's retired 2 batters on 5 pitches. That brings up
the catcher, Preston Kraber.
Looks like they will skip Jacob Schemp, who was originally in the lineup at the number 10 spot. They must have decided to go back to 9 batters here. Jake Schemp was 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He won't come to the batter's box this time around. And it's Preston Kraber now. So you give up your 2 for 2 hitter for your 0 for 2 hitter. And Preston Kraber, a fly out, a walk, and a fly out in that order. First fly out to shallow right. Second fly out to center field with the walk in between those 2 flyouts. 2 balls and a strike now to Preston Kraber. And now it's a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. If Calise can strike out Kraber here on this pitch, he'll retire all 3 batters in 10 pitches. And he will be a drop third strike. If they can throw him out in time, it's going to be close. They're going to let him on. So Kraber on base on a drop third strike. No throw attempt. That brings up Jackson Walters. Walters 0 for 1, reached base on an error last time he was at the plate.
Jackson Walters.
1 ball, no strikes here to Jackson Walters as Kraber takes second. And another ball that gets away, and Kraber will take third on that pitch. So 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 delivery is in for a strike. Nicely done there by Cleese to recover and get back into a positive light in his coach's eye. Swing and a miss. So down 2-0. Now it's even up at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on third. That runner is Preston Kraber. Got there on a couple pass balls. First one from first to second. The second one on the very next pitch got him from second to third. The 2-2, and that will leave Kraber stranded on third as Walters strikes out. And that is your final score. 16-4 on 12
For Jamestown in the 7th.
hits.
No runs, no hits.
So Fargo post 400, 16 runs on 12 hits that committed 3 errors and left 8 on base.
Final score, the Stars 16, Jamestown 4.
Jamestown getting 4 runs on 6 hits, committing 2 errors and left a total of 6 on base. Let's double check that. 8 and 6, that's what I got.
1 hour, 59 minutes.
And 1 hour 59, a few seconds shy of 2 hours for the game.
Just a reminder, the Fargo Astros will be here tomorrow at Starry and Bank Field of an East Region Class A play-in game. They will host Kindred at noon. Stars will be back in action at home on Tuesday. Doubleheader with West Fargo. First game scheduled for 5:30. Thanks to everybody for attending. Have a good night. Stay cool.
Once again, you can get this game online on demand by going to our website, msportsnet.com. Under the broadcast button, click on demand. It'll take you to this screen here. And as you can see, as soon as the word watch pops into that empty box there, you can watch this game on demand if you are so interested in doing. You can find us online at YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Email us at msportsnetlive@gmail.com or get us on our website at msportsnet.com as well. And our broadcast schedule can be found on our website as well. And as you can see, we'll have the game's not on there, but it will be here in a moment or two after I make the update. We'll have a game tomorrow at 12 noon. Fargo Astros will host Kindred. So that one's not on our website, but it will be here in shortly. So that's Saturday the 25th at 12 noon. It'll be the Astros and Kindred. And then we'll pick up our schedule where you see it there on Tuesday, July 28th. The Stars will host West Fargo, and then the Stars will wrap up the regular season on the 30th against Bismarck. So that's our upcoming games. Postseason play will be determined here in the next few days as we find out who plays where and who plays who and all that good stuff. We'll have post 400 in the postseason for as long as they are in the postseason, all the way up to the championship game, which they will likely win, and all that good stuff. So once again, your final score, 16-4 in favor of post 400. I'll take care of this one here tonight. Once again, time of the game, 1 hour and 59 minutes. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 12 noon for the Astros and Kindred here at Starry and Bank Field on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Have a great night.